Hello. Hello.
Hi, guys. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Mr. Swallow. How are you doing?
Hi, Fuzi. Hi.
Hello, Jerry.
You
Hello,
you
everyone.
mind you mind switching your camera on for a while there so that you and Andy can see each other? Maybe you can. Yes. That's. Are you good to start with the session? This Andy this Fuzi is one of our coaches, and then I'd like to believe that you would like to improve some of his game so that he can be able to assist us to better serve our beneficiaries with other kids. So I will leave the two of you to work together. I think he'll be a first time communicating with you. Mfuza, are you using a laptop or are you on the phone? Will you be
I'm
able
on
to
the
log
phone.
into your, will you be able to log into your lectures?
Okay, yes. I'll do that on my laptop.
No, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out. Andy, are you gonna need me for anything? I think I'm gonna leave you guys, but I'll be on the WhatsApp if there's anything that you guys might need.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, guys, I'm leaving you now. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. All right. Do you usually play on chess.com or Chess?
Chess.com.
Okay.
Mostly use chess.com.
All right. And what's your username there?
That's Black Gambit
Okay.
with a V, like BLVCK.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a look at some of your games.
Okay.
One sec. Let me share my screen. All right. You play a lot of Blitz, I see.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just look at this one. All right. Okay, not bad so far. Okay, here, I don't really like this pawn push, and I want to ask, can you find a better move in this case?
Um, how about the E pawn, pushing the E pawn instead?
Pushing the e pawn. Okay, so, um, all right. So tell me, like, what are you trying to accomplish with this?
Well, I'm hoping to make an exchange so that he takes, and then
So,
I'm trying to clear up
so after takes, just play this out for me.
takes, and then I go bishop.
Bishop
With a,
takes. Okay, I
oh,
knight
okay.
takes.
Oh no, I missed the queen. I didn't see the queen there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see his queen.
Yeah. So, in this case, like it's similar with what you played, which was d5, because d5 obviously weakens this pawn, right? Because look, there's only one defender and there's two attackers, right? So,
Yeah.
I like your idea of trying to open the center, but it needs a little more preparation. So here, definitely the move would be like rook e8, preparing this, and or
Okay.
even preparing this to get the bishop out. But yeah, so this is the right idea of striking in the center for the middle game, but you just need to make sure you like prepare with all your pieces like aimed at the center.
Okay.
Yeah, once again, this pawn is hanging. Yeah, he could have, this move would have been pretty bad for you. So, um, yeah, so here you probably should have played knight here first to like to block the queen off from this pawn. Okay, what is your idea with this sequence of moves? Yeah, like this entire sequence. Can you like walk me through like what you're trying to do?
Uh, okay, so the thing is, like, I was just practicing my blitz game, so I'm not really a blitz player. So I'm not really good at thinking fast. Like, I mostly play rapid, so here I'm not sure. I can't really explain what I was thinking or what I was going through because I was rushing moves, as you can see. So
Hmm.
there wasn't that much think. There wasn't a lot of thinking.
Right. Okay. So here, like your idea for this middle game should be to take control of this file, get on the second rank. Because um you know like the rule of thumb, right? Like what everyone teaches is to always like challenge the open file, right? And the
Yeah.
reason that is because you don't want your opponent coming in on your second rank, which would be here for white and here for you. But your opponent, he's not challenging the open file, which means that you can like take advantage of this by going here. And this would be absolutely devastating for him because yeah, so there's a lot of pressure on here, and once all of these pawns fall, you just win the game by pushing these. So keep in mind like what an open file is for, and it's to go on the second rank and inflict damage on the pawns. Uh, yeah. So overall, not a bad game. You just have to. So, like, the main advice I can give you is to remember just main ideas of the middle game. So, we talked about striking in the center here, and you seem to already have a decent grasp on this, but you just need to like prepare more and just like look at the moves to see like if you have more defenders than attackers. But I understand this is a blitz game, so you don't have that much time. But also, yeah, just remember like open files too about how you wanna like take advantage of the second rank. But all right, so let me see if we can find any rapid games then. Okay. Nice opening. Here probably takes is better than retreating. But that's just like center game theory. Okay, here, a good rule of thumb, always take with this outside pawn. Okay, never this one. And the reason that is because, well, in this case, it's not too bad, but in other cases, like if they have a queen or a light scored bishop, this diagonal becomes super weak for you, and it's a pretty big weakness. So always take with the outside pawn.
Okay.
Okay. Um, let's see. Yeah, you had a couple of chances in the opening. I think, yeah, like taking here is pretty much winning for you. So,
But now
yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. Like, if I took that pawn, wouldn't he take my queen, exchange queens, and then make it hard for me to castle? So I wouldn't be able to castle after that.
Okay, yeah, that is true, but you have to understand like what you're gaining in return for that. Because um not castling, it's not really that big of a deal if the queens are off the board, right? Because you got to think like the point of castling is to get your king in like the corner, like which is safe from the attacking pieces. And what's the biggest attacking piece of chess? And that's the queen. So um, obviously, like it's a little unpleasant for you, but it's not like totally bad if the queens are off the board because it's really hard to like mate the king in the center of the board with just like these minor pieces and like the rooks. But you also have to look at what you're gaining from that. You're gaining this pawn, and you have this nice little attack on the king. So yeah. So in this case, like taking would be a lot better than like trading queens. But yeah, so you said you saw this move, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so yeah, trading queens isn't that bad. But I think you can still take here. Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why computer is giving this like almost a 4 point advantage is because this is a pass pawn, right? And it's like 2 squares away from promoting. So the rest of the game, you should just like play around the pawn, like queen here maybe, like maybe bishop here, just like defend this pawn and like maybe get your rooks on the board, like castle, get your rook, and yeah, just play for this pawn.
Oh,
Okay, I have a slight problem with this move. And okay, so I want you to see if you can find any better move in this position.
mm. Queen to e5.
Queen to e5. I think queen to g6 is actually better, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because um it has to do with like piece activity, right? So this queen, it's already fairly active, and it would be much better here to like either bring one of your rooks to e8 to like help challenge this open file once again, and also you can like defend your knight. So this is more so about like piece activity, just like don't like force a trade if like you don't have anything clear to gain from it, right? So definitely focus on getting your pieces out in the middle game. Okay, yeah. Yeah, not a bad game. Just remember like queen trades aren't that bad and get your pieces out. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll look at one more game, then we can shift to puzzles and more like focus training.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So the opening wasn't bad. It was pretty good, yeah. Um okay, so yeah, so the first thing I want to say is don't let your opponent like get all the way here without doing anything, right? Because um obviously, yeah, like challenge it, but it was a little too late. Like you probably like back when they first started pushing this pawn, here is a fairly decent move to just like stop this pawn advance and not give them any space on the king side. Um yeah. Also here, don't like force this trade. Like if once again, like if you don't get like anything positive clearly from the trade like this, it'd be best to like just put it off for a bit and just maybe like improving moves like here or even like rook here. That would be more beneficial to your position. Yeah, this is yeah, he did a nice job of like taking space on this side. But yeah, the main thing like I would say is like you played pretty passively with your pawns. Um like here the best move would just be here to like block off his attack and probably like reset like here bishop here and then knight here to just like get your pieces back in the game and slowly reset. But yeah, so the yeah, he just like he won the game with pawns basically. So just keep that in mind whenever your opponent like starts pushing pawns like all the way here and like trying to force stuff here, just like stop them, just block them off because there's no reason why your opponent should have a pawn two spaces away from promoting in like this early in the middle game. But yeah. Do you have any questions?
Uh, well, no, not really. But looking at this game, um, is there maybe a way that I could have like broken off his attack while he was still coming early before he crossed my side of the board?
Like what do you mean?
I mean, can you go back to the opening?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Stop here. Like you saw how he opened, how his opening went. Like he was too aggressive in his play. So, what would you say would you have been the best way for me to come back and at the same time developing my pieces?
Okay, so the opening here, this is actually a pretty passive opening right here. So and you can determine that for like by seeing like look at these pawns. These pawns are very strong. So you're like better in the opening, I would say. Yeah. Computer gives you a slight advantage and that's because of the extra space. So apparently this move is a blunder or a small mistake, but it's nothing too major. So is your question like mainly how to like prevent his attack from like or how to like prevent him from building his attack?
No, I meant like I think what I was trying to ask is where did I make the mistake? Like, what did I do wrong during my opening that put me in a disadvantage?
Mm.
Besides allowing him to put his pawns.
Yeah, see, Okay, so it'd be here. In the opening, never move the same piece like three times in a row, right? Because okay, so the best way I can explain it is what is like the opening, right? Like what is the main point of the opening? Let me ask you that.
Develop my pieces.
Yeah, right. That's exactly correct. So if you're moving the same piece three times, you're like giving like every time you move the piece like unnecessarily, you're giving like your opponent more time to develop pieces. So it's not just about like material in the opening, it's about time, right? So this is basically like this is probably worth like a point, right? This is probably worth like a pawn in terms of like time and development because you allow him to go here, which is like your first problem, right? Because he shouldn't have a pawn like this strong or this close on the 11th move. Like this shouldn't be happening. So what I would do, I think I already said, after here, just immediately address it. Like go here. And yeah, this is a lot better for you because you just prevent his advance. And yeah, just prevent his space problem. But yeah, so yeah, great question, but I think there was also another part. Let me find it. See, look, he's slowly gaining more space. So here, probably this move would be decent because after you go back, he can't really push. Yeah, look, just always be alert for hanging pieces
Uh,
because yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it was here. So here, this is a lot better than what you played. Yeah, because look, he can just break open the position with whatever he did. Yeah, and look, now he has this open file and you can easily just like park a rook on here and just like mount a serious attack. So, um, yeah, so this pawn move just sealed the game for you. And,
Mm.
um, yeah, so actually, I want you to like walk me through like what was going through your head while you played this move or your reasoning.
I think I wanted it to actually I wanted to remove that pawn, his pawn. So I wanted him to capture. Also, at the same time, I was hoping if it doesn't capture, then he pushes the pawn forward instead, so that he does not break through the that the a5.
Okay. So you wanted him to capture. All right. So do you understand why
Yeah.
like even capturing is really bad for you?
Uh, no, no, I don't see it.
Okay, it's not like one move ahead. It's just like the idea, right? Because this pawn is like super weak, and he can also like park his bishop on this nice square,
Mhm.
right? And eventually, like his plan, right, for the future is to move his king here, his queen here, his rook here, and just put like extreme pressure on this pawn. And while he also has pressure on this pawn too. So it's not just about like what happens one move ahead of time. It's about like giving your opponent like something to do over the course of the middle game. So your other idea, like if you played here, look, his advantage gets a lot smaller because this is better for you if the position is closed. But you can just do that like immediately just by playing here, and you can still close the position and have a nice defensive structure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you have any other questions about this game?
No,
Okay.
no, fine, fine.
All right. Okay, let me pull up some puzzles now. Well, actually, let me show you something about like analysis. So, you don't have premium, correct?
No, I don't.
All right, let me show you a way to get free analysis. So click on one of your games, and you can also do this like on your laptop as well. And go into the URL and type a 0 in front of the chess.com. Wait. Okay, wait, let me just. Okay, go to chessiro.com, chessiro. You get this. You click on it. So this is my profile right now. But yeah, you just have to enter your own username and then it has some free analysis for you, right? So like if I click on this, it just gives me a full in-depth analysis of everything and there's also an engine to help. So I want you to try that on your own computer right now, see if you can connect it to yourchess.com.
Okay. Yeah, my internet's kind of slow right now, so
Yeah, no
yeah,
worries.
but I
All right.
it's chess.com and then 0.
Yeah, put a 0, like click the URL and put a 0 in front of the chess.com.
Oh,
Let me know if it worked.
it's still loading.
Okay, while that loads, we can start doing some puzzles then. All right. Okay, so where do you usually do your puzzles right now?
Chess.com also. I do them there.
All right, so this is a much better website. It's called chesspuzzle.net. And yeah,
I have to write it down.
all right. And I've also been sharing it. Sorry.
Is it the Chess Zero, right? That's the link that I'm supposed to go in.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it.
Okay. And you got the analysis?
No, it still needs me to sign in, and yeah, the internet is slow. So yeah, I'll do that
All right. Yeah.
because I can't. It's slow right now.
Okay. And I understand that you're a coach too, so any of your students that use chess.com, you can feel free to like tell them about the free tool. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is the website. This is what I use personally to train my puzzles. It's called chesspuzzle.net. And I've also been using it with a lot of students like Okole and a bunch of other students that I've worked with, and they all found it really helpful. So look, so after you get to the homepage, scroll down, and there's this thing called puzzle filter right here. So click on it. There's sometimes ads because it's free. But look, you can literally try any position you want. Like you can work on any opening. They have every single opening. They have puzzles for every single opening. And they have any like opening, middle game, end game, like any of this. And you can like practice the type of end game. And you can also practice like all of this, right? There's so many options on this website. Um, but yeah, so like you can select any type in this drop down menu. I don't think it's showing on the shared screen, but there's a lot of options right here. But yeah, you can also adjust the difficulty and yeah. So, is there anything that you want to practice today?
I've been trying to learn the what's this? The opening the Scotch game. The
Scotch game. All right. All right, let me set the filter to Scotch game. Scotch. Okay. Um, let's try it. So these are like positions as a result of the Scotch game. So yeah. So win material or deliver checkmate here.
I see the fork knight. Oh wait, am I black or am I white?
You're white.
White. Okay. The knight to E. The fork, the king and knight, the king and queen fork.
Yeah.
My knight.
What square is this called though? Like you got E
Yeah.
and
I can't see the letter. It's E7.
yes.
E7.
And yeah.
And I'll just move my queen to G3. Queen to G3.
Nice.
Capture, queen captures on is that E? Yeah, queen captures on E6.
You mean E3?
Oh, E3. Yes. And
This one's a little trickier.
I sacrifice. Nah. Do I bring in my? I think I bring in my other knight. The knight on. The knight on F6 to D5.
D5.
I mean D4. No. 5. Yeah, D5. D5.
D5 is right here.
Oh, E. So it's E.
E5. E5 is
Knight to E5.
oh, knight here to E5.
Yeah.
Okay, so not a bad idea, but there's something a lot better. So this is the right idea, bringing in inactive pieces into the attack, but I want you to look at the entire board, look at all of your pieces, determine which are like inactive, and if there's a possibility to bring them into the game.
The bishop. So do I need to bring the bishop in also? Because
Yes, that's a hint. That's one of the ideas that you should be trying to get.
bishop to E6. Yeah.
Okay, what does this move accomplish? What do you do with this move?
Well, what I'm trying to do is I want to put it, but I can't really put it on the D square.
On the D square.
Yeah, because you'll capture it with this queen.
Okay. So here, like, you got to see this attack, right? Like, just think to yourself, like, I have this attack going. So how do I capitalize on it? Well, yeah, you know what? Let me just walk you through this puzzle. So Like what I'm thinking right now is okay, so I have an attack going. Is there anything I can do to like add pieces to the attack, right? So let's see. Where can I move my knight? Okay, obviously here is bad because he just takes. Here check. Yeah, he wouldn't have any moves, but he can just take, right? But wait a minute. If I think about this, right? If I imagine like the pawn here and the knight gone, suddenly my bishop is open, right? So my
Yeah.
bishop, how can my bishop join the attack if it's open? Wait, it can go here and that would be checkmate. So that's sort of my thought process here.
Yeah.
Like I just look at all the moves and find like the best possible way. But yeah. Okay. Try doing what I just did with this puzzle.
Uh, Knight to f6.
Knight to f6. Okay, all right, so knight to f6 isn't correct, but what I want you to do is I want you to tell me like everything this queen move does.
The queen attacks the knight.
Yeah, and what else does it do? But yeah.
And
It's not like serious like attacking piece, but you can also say like it controls like these squares as well. It defends this pawn.
oh,
Yeah. Okay, so all right, you got the main thing. It attacks the knight. So yeah, what are you gonna do about it now? So
also I need to defend the knight.
yeah, either move, defend, or trade. So can you trade it first of all?
Trade my knight.
Yeah. This is like the thought process here.
Okay, I bring it back to d6.
To wait, to where?
I'm trying to figure it out if I can't move my knight to d6, threatening his bishop.
Okay, yeah. So that's better than
So
your
my
first. That's better than your first thing, but it's still not going to be correct.
uh, mm, um,
Just look at every single piece. You know what? Start with the rook and go through every single piece and see if there's anything it can do to like help out with the knight. So starting with this rook.
so do I need to trade it, or can I defend the? Can I just defend my knight?
Yeah. So the trading thing was just something I was like telling you to like take into account. Like see that there's no
Okay,
trades, so just eliminate it.
okay. Then it's the f pawn, right? F pawn to f6. Is it f?
Here.
Five, yeah, yeah. F5, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, this is the B file, and it's
Okay.
not going to be the correct move. So let me just walk you through what how I would think through this. So okay, so this rook first of all, what is it doing? Just defending this and this. All right, nothing special. It can't help out with the knight in any way. What about this knight? This knight can go here. That's a decent square, but you'd be eliminating your knight. So there's nothing I can do with this knight. So obviously
So I
these
can just
pawns.
capture the bishop with my queen.
Yeah, what did you say?
I'll capture his bishop with my king.
Um, that's not bad. Yeah, but I think the solution is actually takes here. Yeah, because look,
So,
you can still like defend it, right? Do you see that?
uh,
Yeah. So what I wanted you to do was to look through every single piece. So you eliminate
yeah.
these pieces. These pieces can't do anything. And you see this piece. How can it defend this knight? By going here, and you can also take something. So by process of
Mm.
elimination, you can just like find the best move. Is how I would phrase it. All right. Let's see if you can do that here. So first, look at his move and understand what it's doing.
Yeah, he's attacking my bishop, my rook.
Mhm.
So I can push the pawn. The
Push.
push the f pawn, and then I'll take. Oh no, yeah, nah,
What
it's not
happens
gonna work
after?
because
Yeah.
yeah, if I take, he'll fork my rooks. So
So you try to find anything better.
um, can bring back my queen to f7.
Does that do anything? Does that prevent anything from like what does that do? Queen to f7?
Oh no. Yes, I think what I'm trying to do is threaten his knight, so that if he doesn't move it, then I'll just take it with my pawn, and then
Okay. Um so what happens if he just moves his knight again? You just be down a pawn, right?
yeah. So okay, okay. So let me move my bishop then. My bishop to no, not the black square bishop. Yes, move it to seven. Is that D? Yeah, E7.
Okay, okay, so yeah, you also have to see that this bishop is also under attack, right? By the rook. You need some like better vision for the whole board. Right? So yeah, so what can you do about it?
Pin is knight. The knight on C3.
Actually, your queen is also being under attack, sorry, by your knight, by their knight. So you'd also have to do something about that.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh.
So see, like try to attempt some move that can like solve both of these problems.
Mm.
Is there a move that can
See.
move your queen from danger while also defending this? So here,
It's
yeah, go ahead.
besides this F7,
Queen f7.
queen to F7. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. So here, yeah, so now you have to like weigh which one is more important. Is this bishop more important or is this queen more important?
The queen.
Yeah, so
The queen is mine.
right. So our thing would just have to like eliminate the threat on the queen, right? So in this case, it would be captures here.
Okay.
And yeah, just finish this one out. So your move.
But now, what I was afraid of is that if I did that, if I captured like that, he would just capture my pawn there and then walk my two rooks.
Okay, wait. Hold up. Let me just finish this puzzle first. We can. Okay. So let's see the solution now. So what happens after here? Okay, yeah. Wait. Yeah, that's what I was a little caught up on too. Knight takes. Here maybe? Let me see. Yeah, this is not a very good puzzle. Because yeah, I see your point. This is a real threat. So, yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, but good job like analyzing what you could though. Okay. Like evaluate the attacks and if there's anything you can do.
Okay. So he's attacking my two pawns there, but they're both defended, right? So
Are they?
oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see his bishop there. So the F pawn is the one that's in trouble right now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I can protect it by moving my knight. Okay. Yeah, knight to E5.
Yes.
Knight
Wait,
E5.
no, what? How is this not winning?
What, is it incorrect?
Yeah, it says it was.
Okay.
Oh
then,
wow. Oh wow. Okay, this one is quite hard to find, I would say.
uh,
Okay, I think it's nope, it's not that either. Okay, wait, let's get the hint. Capture. What can we capture? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is pretty hard. Okay. Um,
four.
yeah, let me actually just change the filters because it's getting a little hard to see. Maybe go back to easier. Yeah. All right. So think about like what are you threatening here and how can you capitalize on it?
Okay. Okay. Seniors is also. All right. So I think in this position, yeah, I'll just sacrifice my queen with a check. Queen to. Is that B? That's B, right? B.
It's G8.
B8.
G8,
Queen to
yeah.
B8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check.
And
And then then that checkmate with the knight.
yeah,
Another mate. Yeah.
nice job.
Okay, then it's checkmate with the queen on 7. It's B7, yeah. B7.
It's F7. Yeah.
F7, yes, sorry. Okay.
Okay. This requires a little like full board vision. Look through all of his pieces and all of your pieces.
It's a bishop hanging. That's the first thing I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll capture the bishop with my queen.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, nice vision. We can do one more puzzle. Yeah.
Um, a bishop to G4.
Careful now. Make sure like full board vision again. Remember, there's something
Okay.
better.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll fork the bishop and the knight,
Yep.
the pawn, yeah, and then capture the bishop.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, nice job today. Do you have any more questions for me?
Like, well, yes, yeah. I think one of the things I also wanted to know is when do you decide like which opening should you use, or not opening per se, but which opening should you use against your opponent's opening? Like, is there a pairing of openings that this one works better against this one, or you
Yeah.
just pick whatever you're comfortable with?
Yeah, good question. Let me actually show you something on my profile. So this is me. This is my personal account on chess.com. So, let me show you every single white game what I play. Okay. So, look, English opening, I play like this. And look, another game is white. I play like this, same opening. I always play this opening as white because it's just so much easier, right? You just learn one opening and you learn all their responses to it, and that's a lot better for you. And for black,
Okay.
see, look, another game for white. You want to guess what opening I play? It's the English opening
White.
again. Yeah, so that's a great question. I actually had that problem when I was like just starting chess when I didn't know what opening I would play, but I just learned one opening, which is the English opening, and it's my favorite opening for white. So every single game I play now, I play the English opening as white. But for black, um, the Caro Kann opening is very versatile. Well, this one isn't a Caro Kann, but it's just like situational, I guess. For this one, you see how passive white is playing, right? So you have to take control of the center. So, yeah, it's just situational mainly. But if I could recommend an opening for you, it would be the English opening for white. It's super easy to learn and it's really pleasant to play with. And the Caro Kann opening for black. So, let me see. Yeah. See, look, this is the Caro Kann opening. Just like this idea. But yeah, if you just pick two openings that you like and you just learn them, right? And for white, it's a lot easier because you dictate the opening. So just learn that opening for white and you'll be pretty set on that. And for black, yeah, just play situationally, but the Caro Kann should work in most cases. But yeah, so does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. It does. Thank you very much.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, nothing. I think I'm sorted right now.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Well,
okay. No, one more thing.
yeah.
One more thing. I want to know. Let's say like you figured out like which openings you want to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but through how you think your opponent might defend them, and it's important how to go. Yeah, like do you need to go through like how they can counter your openings, or would that be giving yourself such a hard time?
Yeah. Okay, let me share you something again. So, okay. So this is the website I personally use. It's completely free and it just helps me train my opening. So this is um I don't know why it's not showing, but yeah, I trained my English opening here. You see the English right here and the Caro Kann right here. So basically, I don't know why it's not loading. But basically like it's not loading right now, but there's like a whole bunch of moves here and I just train like yeah, see look right here. There's even just this line. Look. I train my response to like every line. I just like drill it. And like even here.
Okay.
And yeah, this is easier for white because all you have to
What's
know
the
is
name of the
one.
website?
It's called Chess Tempo.
All right.
Yeah, and it's completely free, but the thing is, you have to enter your own moves for it to like drill you, just like a machine. So I would recommend searching up like Lee Chess Studies for the opening you want to learn. And yeah. So yeah, so Lee
Okay.
Chess Studies is a great way to learn openings. But yeah, so to answer your question, yeah, I do drill all of these openings and variations. But yeah. Okay, was there anything else? That was a great question, by the way.
No, thank you very much. No, that's nothing.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you, Mafusi. It was a really pleasant lesson, and I look forward to seeing you again, right? All right. See ya.
Okay. Bye, Andy.